Hey there everyone, Jay here at Lived and Learned DIY. So I wanted to get back in the swing of making some videos, and today I've got a good one for you. It's going to be kind of a short one, but hopefully informative and help some of you guys out. So just stay tuned. Okay, so I got a little project here today that I'm going to work on. I've got a Stihl FS55RC string trimmer. You can see that right there. I'm not exactly sure how old this is, but it is a used weed eater. I bought it new several years ago. And what I've been doing is I've been having trouble with getting it to run and idle. Got lots of problems with the carburetor. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Stihl does not have the best carburetors in the world. A lot of implements or tools have been having trouble with their carburetors, and a lot of people say, well, it's ethanol gas. Well, I don't know about that because I've ran ethanol free in this particular tool since I've owned it. So you know, we're going to kind of look into that, and I want to show you guys a simple and easy way to change out that carburetor. Okay everyone, I got a lot here, so it's kind of making me stand out a lot. But anyway, let's get started on this project. It's pretty simple. So let's show you what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to remove our air cleaner lid. Bring that all the way back till it unclips. You've got an air cleaner element or filter. And then these are a 8mm. And let me show you something interesting. This is the choke right here. And all it does is when you turn it down here, is it stops the air movement through the hole. That's it. That's all there is to it. And I know most of you are like, well, you know, most of these carburetors like this are actually a linkage and a little plate in there it moves. No, this one's very simple. That's all it does right there. So let's get started. So we're going to take these off relatively tight. Scoot you guys back here. Okay. So now we're going to slide this off. And you can see it's fairly dirty, but not bad. It looks like the gasket's in really good condition, so we're going to keep that. So as you can see, we've got the carburetor here, and we've got our fuel. This looks like our fuel supply line, and this is our fuel primer line with the primer bulb here. And then we have our throttle cable, which I'll engage that right here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that moving very well. But anyway, we got all that to take loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the carburetor out. We're going to take these loose. Take the throttle linkage loose, and I'll show you the new one. As you can see, these two studs here, the carburetor just slides off of those. I'll take that out here very carefully. And our throttle cable actually just came right off. That surprised me a little bit. So, as you can see, this is our supply line from the tank. This is our primer line. We're going to pop those loose. We're going to try to pop those loose. There we go. There we go. Now, there is our old carburetor. This part here is not as pliable as it once was. And you can see this is a very, very tiny venturi on the carburetor. Of course, it's a very small engine. So anyway, there's what we got. Okay, so here's our new carburetor. Hope you guys can see that. Anyway, this is a new Stihl brand carburetor. This came from a local Stihl dealer that we have here in our area. They just recommended absolutely just getting this, and honestly, I have to agree with them. It's about 30 bucks now. post-COVID. These are a little bit more expensive than they used to be, obviously, but this is the best way to do it, because these right here, they're so small, everything's inside of them. You really can't adequately rebuild these, so just get the new one. So here is our new carburetor. You can see it's just like the old one. Pretty simple. This part here, much more pliable, much clearer as well. You can see your gasoline coming up in there, your gas mixture. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing put back on the string trimmer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try to do here is I'm actually going to attach the fuel lines. So the first one to go on would be your supply line on the bottom. And then what I'm going to actually do is start the carburetor on the studs here. Let's get that started. Oh, and by the way, the gasket back here on the back, I looked at it, I cleaned it a little bit. It looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to be a problem or an issue of any kind. So here we go. We got our primer bulb supply line. And last but not least, and we've got, if you can see this, I hope you guys can see this, we got this little tab right here. And that actually goes inside right there. If you can see that, that's the pivot point. So we're going to put this tab back into that pivot point. You have to kind of feel around here just a little bit. There we go. And now we're going to put our carburetor cable into the carburetor. So give me just 1 second here. Okay, because I have big fat fingers, I went and got these needle nose pliers. And what I'm going to do is actually take this throttle cable and feed it down through the carburetor and back up this way, which actually that has gotten turned, so we're going to turn that. There we go. Yeah, much better. Okay, like I said, we're going to turn this and hook it right here. There we go. And then we're going to put our rocker back on the stud like that, hold it, and then push the carburetor back. There we go. Just reversing everything that you've done before. Now we're going to put the air cleaner base back on. Right there. It's nice to hold that while you're working with your other hand so it doesn't spring back out. So now, and I'm sorry you can't see this, I know, but there we go. Okay, so we're going to try to get our nut started back on here to hold the base down. So what I'm doing is I'm putting both of them into my socket, and then I'm going to start the first one like this. There we go. And then we just tap it a little bit and start the second one, hopefully. That didn't work so well. Let's try something else here. There we go. Now we just tighten this back down. As you can see, tighten this one back down. Snug them down just a little bit. And there you have it. Simple, easy. And we're going to take it outside and make sure that everything is working correctly. But again, here's your choke Pretty simple. Your primer button, and we're going to get that started here in just a few minutes. So don't forget, and I replace these every year, but this one, it's almost the end of the season now. So anyway, we put our filter element back in, just like so. You take these right here, these hooks, open this all the way open, hook them, bring it around till it clicks, like so. And we're ready to take it outside and see if this baby's gonna work. Okay, so we got our weed eater, our line trimmer, string trimmer outside, and you can see that the new carburetor's on there. I got paint all over me too, but we're gonna give it a few pumps and see if the fuel comes up inside there. Oh, now we see some fuel. Let's go one more try, and then let's see if this thing's gonna start. Put our choke on, ignition on. Let's see what we got. We've got our choke on, ignition on. Let's see what we got. There you go, running much better. So I'm happy with the results I got, and I hope this helps you guys to repair your Stihl weed eater. So there you have it. We had our Stihl FS55RC string line trimmer. It was running roughly, running bad, was choking out, and what I did was actually replace the carburetor. You guys just saw that. So hopefully this video will help you guys if you're in a similar situation with a chainsaw or another string line trimmer or even a leaf blower. So pretty simple. Stihl puts them together. They're a nice tool, don't get me wrong. I got several Stihl pieces of equipment, but anyway, sometimes you just got to do some maintenance, and there it is. So hope you guys have a great day. Come back and see us on the next video. See you then.